All right, y'all. Welcome. Welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. This is not something that I ordinarily do. Um, Ordinarily, I do cleaning, cooking, shopping, crafts, all kinds of stuff, gardening, all of that. But there is a lot going on following the Super Bowl that is very, very distressing, and I'm very upset about it. And I think, it's just a shame. Now, y'all, I don't normally have my channel be political. I don't want it to be political because of the controversy it can create. So I'm going to keep this to a bare bones. I'm, you know, not stating who I follow or what I believe. I'm not, but I will go along with my moral ethics and my religious ethics and how you treat others. Intermission. So I'm gonna let my daughter say some things of how she feels following the Super Bowl, and then we'll continue on from there. Because one thing that everybody needs to remember is how people act and interact with each other has a trickle down effect. It affects everybody across the globe, especially when you're on a platform like YouTube.
Well, I like the Super Bowl, and I like the performance that Kendrick did. He did a really excellent performance. I thought it was really epic, and I have nothing. I don't know. I mean, he's an excellent performer. I thought,
Well,
I
how
thought
does
it
it make
was.
you feel? Everybody wants to start an argument, and all these they can't hear me. I don't know how to word it, really, honestly. We're a mixed race family. That's the first thing I want to say. And I met my husband way back in 1990. I was 18 years old. And it was very racist then. And I'm learning today it is still just as racist as it was then. And
People are just ugly. They think that they're back in time where you could say or
they
do
never left
whatever.
from back in that time.
No,
I'm not going to say everybody is stuck back in that time, but from what I've seen, waking up after the Super Bowl, you know, Kansas City Chiefs got beat. Boo hoo. Uh, was that too much?
no, I didn't like Kansas Chief. I'm sorry to tell y'all. I mean, whoever you like, it's up to you. That's your
I mean, I'm
opinion.
I'm not disrespecting anybody. I'm just saying I was for the Eagles. The Eagles has been one of my teams. They have been for years, haven't they? I'm a
Yes.
bird person.
Somebody might say, "Why are you a bird person? Why do you like birds?" Well, we raise birds. We had birds for
We
years.
rescued wild birds when my kids were very, very young.
I was probably like 11 or 12, I think. 13.
No, I think you were younger than that. They can't hear me. You were younger than that. Okay, y'all. So I want to just let you know this is about the Super Bowl 2025 halftime show, and I'm telling you, social media is blowing up. I don't like. Listen, I am a very Christian person, and I love all people and try to get along with all people. But we all have our own respective beliefs and views. What is really offending me is in social media and out here in the public. You have a lot of what we term boomers that are being very racist, making very radical racist statements against Kendrick Lamar. And anybody who says anything about it, and it's just opened up a can of worms that you don't want to open up. I look at my channel as a platform to where I can freely speak, and I'm going to use it as such. And I saw other people do the same thing. I understand by doing that, I could lose subscribers. I hope I don't. But I believe in honesty, and I believe in fairness, and I believe in God. And I believe what's happening right now in today's time is not right.
I mean, some people aren't going to really.
Yeah, the mic too close to your mouth.
Some people are just. If you state your opinion about how you feel about something, some people are going to either be positive and be like, I agree with you, and some people are going to be negative, which you might get some negative people, which is fine.
Well, you shouldn't be negative. You shouldn't be negative at all. We're all people. But that doesn't feel that way in this country anymore. All right. Let me read a little something to those who, because there's been a lot of white boomers, and I don't mean that disrespectfully. I don't. But that's a common phrase, boomers. That have, I don't understand what he's saying. The word is just horrific. It's just, you know what? It's called cultural diversity. Cultural diversity. And if you live in a box, you're going to stay in a box. We're all supposed to accept one another, and just coming on social media, like, back in 1990, people wouldn't have done that. You wouldn't have dared gone up to people and been like, that black man couldn't do this, and that was horrible. He shouldn't even be singing. That's not even, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do that. So, for those who don't know who Kendrick Lamar is, let me tell you, he's a very well-educated black man. He has received, I can't even tell you how many accolades in the music industry. He is a Pulitzer Prize winner. His song, or rap song, or whatever you want to call it, Not Like Us, it makes a statement. Yes, it was a diss song to Drake. People who don't know rap and don't understand rap just don't understand the identity in behind rap, the rap music industry. It does take talent. It takes a lot of talent. He writes all his music. Nobody writes his music. Nobody writes his lyrics. He does it. And many times he does it freestyle. So for people to say the halftime show was garbage, it was the worst ever, he has no talent, you don't know what you're talking about, because you're living in a box. Right?
Yeah. I think that I was thinking of something I wanted to say, but it's going to have to be put on hold because I don't want somebody who to see it. It's not about any friends or anything. It's just about who.
We're not talking.
We're not the only ones that watch Super Bowl. You know who I'm talking about.
Who? Chris, I don't care about my brother.
Why'd you say that on here?
Because if he watches it, he watches it. So what? His opinion is his opinion. I am trying to make a point that all of these people, the majority, I'm telling you all, it made me so mad this morning to wake up and on every social media platform, there's old white people just raising hell over the halftime show of the Super Bowl. And if they're not doing that, they're raising hell over who's president. And if they're not doing that, they're raising hell over the liberals. And saying liberals should die and threatening to murder, all that, none of that is right. in today's
No.
time? Like, what is going on? At any rate, I am just over it. I'm over it. And like I said, I don't try to make my channel political. I'll be sad if I lose subscribers, but also I understand if I do, because but you know what? My beliefs should not have an impact on how I cook or cleaning my house. And I don't disrespect people who don't believe the way I do.
No.
So I don't think people should disrespect people that believe a different way. But they do. And I mean, the Super Bowl is supposed to be fun. It's like Christmas. It's football Christmas, and people have made it into something ugly this year. By like, what is it like? What is it with? I don't know how to word it, honestly. I really don't, because like I said, we are a mixed family, and I've dealt with old white people being extremely racist all my life. I've had white people come up to me and be like, "You're not white enough." And that is disgusting. When is it going to stop? When is enough enough? And I'm just going to say it. I think where we stand politically right now and what is happening, and if you're not doing your research, if you're not Googling, if you're not going beyond Fox News, then that's sad. When you have somebody doing a Nazi salute, and you have somebody attacking South Africa and saying whites first, that's what was said. This is getting real political now.
Oh God, you said you weren't going to do this.
Okay, I promise I wasn't going to get real political. All I'm saying is the direction this country is going is the wrong direction. Okay? That's all I'm saying. And we are in 2025. What is happening? What is happening? But back to Kendrick Lamar, the well-educated African-American man. In 2020, the Rolling Stones had him in their magazine as being one of the most illustrious of his time. He's one of the most influential rappers ever. Like, he's a Pulitzer Prize winner, people. We're not, how dare people degrade him and disrespect him? And if you didn't like the halftime show, that's fine. There's been a lot of halftime shows I couldn't stand. And I just got up and did whatever I wanted to do. But I didn't go on social media and act stupid.
I was looking at halftime shows that were on TikTok last night, showing all the ones till 2009. I was like, some of these are like all. I didn't even like half of them. I was like, I remember the one with Prince. That was really, really good.
Prince was very good, yeah.
I love Prince.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had one with Phil
people
Collins.
Still had comments to say about Prince. Even back then, there were some old boomers that still had to say, black people shouldn't be performing. It's disgusting. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm sorry. It's disgusting. Now that everybody knows where I stand on my beliefs, I just feel like if you are a Christian and you believe in the Lord, then you don't go around judging other people unless you're God Almighty. And you don't go condemning and finger pointing and probing and tearing apart. Like, if you don't understand something, fine, then say so. But don't go around acting racist or, I don't even know what else to say. Ignorant, uneducated. Did you know that they said that America is the most uneducated country in the world? I can believe that.
Yeah, I do too. I think that some Americans are just real hard headed. Like if you don't understand a culture or something about history or something, then learn about it. Educate yourself.
Learn.
Educate
Learn.
yourself.
Educate yourself. Just because somebody tells you something, that's what you believe, that's sad. And that's really sad. And then there's this controversy over Taylor Swift getting more attention than Donald Trump. Who cares? Like, get over it. Who cares? The hate in this country, in this world, is absolutely crazy. The mic cut out, so y'all might not have heard everything she was saying. But she was talking about Taylor Swift and how people keep putting Taylor Swift down. I don't know how much you all heard. But at any rate, we're